Today we are unboxing our very first 2022 mainline diecast, and while it may not be what many of us were expecting for the first one, or maybe what we are most excited for, I personally am very hyped to open up this new Thailand variant of Murray Clutchburn because the suspense, the anticipation for this guy has been kind of off the charts ever since last year. Mattel released Murray Clutchburn with his Cars 1 artwork, and yet they gave us a Thailand variant of the Cars 3 stock car version of Murray, which was still nice, but Cars 1 stock cars are just on a different level than the Cars 3 ones, and so finally they corrected it. They are giving us now what actually matches the artwork, and yeah, that is the Cars 1 version of Murray Clutchburn. He's quite different, as you can already see there. Like, the colors look entirely different, so I can't wait to get him out of the package. But yeah, guys, welcome back to another Disney Docket presentation. This guy I found at Walmart from the 12 count KC, which I just gave a little review on, so I'll leave that link in the description below, and card suggestion pop up in the top right hand corner, so definitely check that out to see what else is in the case. He is one of the two new Thailand variants, the other one being Darla Vanderson. Now at Target, I did also find the new Thailand variant of Ralph Carlo, who you can see back there. I may do a review on him in the future. However, I don't believe him to be as unique of a variant as Murray. Same applies with Dave Alternators, who, even though it wasn't his first time, being released from Thailand, I still considered doing a review on him because it's been so dry otherwise. But yeah, you have his nice artwork that they've been using since 2008. Of course, they put the name tag on this tire track on the card. You have a nice little abstract design of a Piston Cup fan stadium there. And I called this era the 2022 mainline. I call it the Red Riders. Take it for what you will. Take it if you want, leave it. Red Riders it is. You can see the Mattel logo there on the white background there. I like how they color it all. It's very nice, and I like that the artwork really pops off of the card. And yeah, do we even need to talk about the new blisters anymore? We all know that instead of having like a box blister with a plastic insert inside to hold the car in place, they've merged the two, so it's just one piece. Saves plastic, saves costs. And fortunately though, everything else is the same. And yeah, because of that, the name tag's now on the card. As seen in Cars, good job Mattel, that's correct. You have Timothy Two-Stroke there, Bugmouth Lightning McQueen, Sally, Sarge, Ramon, Donna Pitts, and Jonathan Wrenchworth. So some nice Cars 1 releases here. I'm very happy that they're returning to the roots, because Cars 3 has been a little too dominant as of late. Yeah, I'll be right back with this guy out of the package. Wow, I can't believe it's going to be my first time opening up one of these. Wow. There's no denying, I've heard a lot of complaints about this new packaging and all that, but really my only complaints about it is that it's very hard to store because each blister is irregularly shaped, so you can't stack them as easily. But that was super easy to open. Like, you guys have seen me try to open up the singles from previous years and how it tears off the entire cardboard off the card, and then you have to like puncture a hole into the blister. Like, it's just brutal. That was easy. Less waste. I don't have to worry about saving name tags anymore because I always felt compelled to do that because they were nice little additional pieces. So honestly, I am not against these new packages. I think I could find a way to store them. So yeah, we're going to get right into it. Show a brief little picture of them, or him, from the movie. Just a background character though, who doesn't speak. It's funny, these are all background racers that we review from the Piston Cup, and yet we feel so attached to them because they've been around for so long. Especially the Cars 1 characters. I mean, maybe not Cars 3 like Marcus Cranksler, Rev Rodage. I don't feel very attached to them, right? But the Cars 1 racers, there has been so much content. They've been released so many times. We feel so attached to them. So it's weird to think that I guess they're actually only background characters that didn't speak in the movie. It's just kind of weird to think about that. But I'm glad I reviewed this guy because look at this. Look how wildly different these two are. You have China on the right there, of course, and this is actually from the Motor Speedway of the South set, that rare 36 car set with the actual Mac I car in it. bringing out the real deal for you guys. We have this factory custom version over here that has white rims, and we'll kind of show him later in the video, but I wanted to show you guys the top tier, super elite Sputter stop racer, and yeah, Thailand here on the left. So the expression is a little bit different, and they even changed the eye color, which some people will be obviously disappointed about because he should have brown eyes, but they are now blue. Guess we're just going to pretend he was wearing blue contacts. Sputter stop, cold engine relief. That's a pretty clear decal. And all the colors are a little bit brighter, obviously. The orange is more vibrant, which I really do like. I could say that the turquoise is more vibrant, or it's a little bit more washed out. I like how the orange is. I'm not sold on the teal turquoise yet. I feel like the dark pure green on the Chinese version is actually pretty nice. And maybe the orange would really pop if you like put this orange on the Chinese version. But yeah, the logo is not as clear, but it still looks good. Still looks pretty solid. Doesn't look as flat against the paint as it used to. The models are pretty much the same. Of course, he does have this eye plate now. You can see like that distinct crack in between the main metal body and the eye plate. So that's something that they never used to do on these racers. Now, for whatever reason, on this model of Piston Cup racers, commonly known as like the leakless model, because he was the first one, the axles are short, so they don't extend all the way out from the fender there. You can see how there's a lot of metal right there, and it's very weird. It's like he's just kind of squunched up, I guess is a accurate way of describing it. Whereas here, you can see that the tires are perfectly matched and even with the fenders there. And I don't know why they do this, but I mean, it's nothing new. They've done this on all of them. So here is Claude Scruggs, leakless. I think I did review most of these Thailand variants of this model because they actually all are very different. Like James Cleanair has a different expression. Claude had a different one. Oddly enough, the first one was Greg Candyman, and his expression was very similar to the Chinese version, but he still had those shorter rims. And they will be doing Floyd Mulvihill and Krusty Rotor in that 2-pack for this year, and I definitely will be reviewing that. Because we also have a Krusty from Vietnam to compare to. But yeah, he's got the black rims still. The contingency sponsors do not look great. They're definitely clear on the Chinese version. Other than that, though, I think the number looks really solid. You have the Sputter Stop logo back here on his gas cap. Can't really complain too much about that. '92 there on the roof also looks really solid. Looks like they made it a little smaller. Definitely seems quite a bit larger on the Chinese version. Speaking of decals being enlarged, they really enlarged the decals on Ralph Carlo's hood for the Chinese version, which hopefully I'll be able to review him, maybe. These logos are pretty similar. There you can see a good change in the color orange that they used. And on the back there, '92 Sputter Stop logo. You're catching cold in my draft. I like that slogan. I'm glad they kept it. And there you can see a great change of the turquoise. I'm not sure. I like the orange. I wish maybe they kept the darker turquoise because I think it's a little bit more accurate, and the orange would have really popped on that. If we think it pops now on this, it would have really popped on this darker version here. But yeah, I think he looks really solid. This is definitely one of the better Thailand variants. They still have to work on the clarity of the decals, but honestly, I feel like most of us have just accepted that by now. Here is that factory custom with the white rims. Yeah, definitely not the best quality factory custom. You can see the decals are a little wonky, and for whatever reason, the spoiler is super dark. But I like it because, the white rims are a nice compliment, actually. A nice little change of pace. Of course, you have the Murray Clutchburn from Cars 3. It's funny, like when they do the Cars 1 variants, the Cars 1 Piston Cup racers from Thailand versus China, like they tend to be much more different than when they do a Cars 3 stock car variant. Like for example, think like Jack to Post, you have Carl Clutchin Bobby Swift, like they are not very different from their Chinese counterparts. But when you get to these Piston Cup racers from Cars 1, like they could be extremely different, as we saw, with Shiny Wax. Of course, these ones here, like the expressions on these guys are just very, very different. Maybe not at first glance, but they truly are quite a bit different from the Chinese counterparts. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all I want to show you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Here we have the factory custom pickup truck. They all look really solid together, and you have Sheldon Shifter, the next gen, of course, as well. Got the Chinese Murray, we got Cars 3 Murray, and then Dan Holland, the semi, along with this custom trailer from Jim Scavenger. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was a good start to the 2022 mainline unboxings, and I will see you soon for another video. Bye now.